Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Go Get That Rose. It finally happened. Sean Spicer got voted off Dancing with the Stars the other night. We're not a Dancing with the Stars recap show, but you know what? Whatever. I'm your host, Sarah. With me, as always, is my co-host, J Wade.
Hey, what is up, guys? The conspiracy is over, or has Dancing with the Stars just pulled the reins away from the American people?
Or
who
was
knows?
that part of his plan all along?
Who knows? Who knows?
It's still a conspiracy.
Hey, man, between him and Epstein, I don't know what's going on in this world anymore.
Oh, my God. How did we get here? Anyway, that's all right. We're back talking about Dancing with the Stars. I think we only have 2 more weeks left because I think next week is the semifinals and then it's the finals. So I believe we only have 2 weeks left.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm excited for it to end. I'll just be honest.
What to talk about, but yeah. Anyway, so if you're wondering why we're still talking about Dancing with the Stars, our girl Hannah Brown is still on Dancing with the Stars. This week was boy bands versus girl bands, something like that. So yeah, I don't know. They had
as soon as you said boy bands, that image of Dawson's Creek popped into my head, and I was just like, "Oh my gosh!"
They had Joey Fatone. Is that his name? The guy.
Yes, I love Joey Fatone, man.
What? He's Backstreet Boys, right?
Oh, he is in sync.
Is he in sync? Oh my God! Nuh-uh.
Yep. Him and JT and Lance Bass are the only ones whose names I can remember from NSYNC.
I thought they were back. They're not Backstreet. Who's Backstreet?
Backstreet Boys is like Nick Carter or Aaron Carter. One of the 2 Carter brothers. I can't remember. Who cares which one? But one of the Carter brothers, the dude, the bad boy with the black hair and the goatee and the little striped goatee or the soul patch and all that. And then they had the blonde guy who looked, I mean, he wasn't like a pretty boy blonde, but more kind of like a jockey blonde guy. And I can't remember who else. But if we want to talk about boy bands, dude, New Kids on the Block, baby. Woot woot, Mark Wahlberg, Up in the Easy.
Yes.
Jordan Knight. Wasn't it Jordan Knight? And
I'm very young.
I don't know.
I barely know NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. Like, that was right at the end of my... Anyway.
Hanging tough.
So each competitor did 2 dances, one to a boy band and then one to a girl band. And then they also did an opening number together, which their opening numbers, basically the professionals just dance around them and whatever. So I don't ever count that. So they had 5 people left. So now we're down to 4. And our girl Hannah danced 2 dances. She did the samba? I don't know. She did one like cha-cha samba, really like fast, twirly one. Mm-hmm. And then she did a tango. So the first, she did the oh my gosh. She did the fast twirly one first.
That was crazy how fast they were moving their heads and
oh my gosh,
stuff like that. It looked like freaking robots, and it looked like it either looked like robots or it looked like the film was skipping, like the speed of the filming was skipping. Yeah. It was crazy.
Yeah. So I watched that dance 2 times. The first time I was like, oh, this was really good. Like, I was really impressed. Like, she's like doing all these lifts and twirling around in circles. And I think in each dance, the star or whatever had to do like a little solo thing. Because she was out there like by herself for 15 seconds. Because I remember they do that at a certain point. They have to do like 15 seconds by their own. So I think that's what she was doing. Also, she danced to No Scrubs, which is one of my favorite like guilty pleasure songs. So I was like, okay.
TLC.
Yes, great song. So the first time I was like, oh, this is really good. And then I watched a couple of videos talking about Dance with the Stars or whatever. And then I went back and rewatched the dance, and there's a moment where she's wearing this, like, I hate these kind of dresses, that it's like cut all the way down, like through the middle. So like you just have fabric barely covering her breast, her boobs. Right. And then she's doing all these like twirls. He's like spinning her super fast and like flipping her upside down. And there's this one part where you see her say something like "my top" or something like that, and then he keeps twirling her, and she's like grabbing the front because I think she thought it was gonna like pop
So
open.
unprofessional of her. For real. I mean, I understand, but I mean, if you're
I
like,
don't
if
think
you're
so.
going all in and this is a competition, or not even a competition, but look at it like this is a performance, dude. This is a performance.
I don't
Dude,
want my
you gotta
boobs
be
to
all
be
in,
out.
man.
No,
Well, I mean, are you
you're a
committed or
man.
are you
I
not
feel
committed?
her. No, you don't get it.
I do get it. I've danced before and my pants have fallen down.
Yeah,
It
but that's
happens. What
different.
do? I kick them off and I keep going,
Oh
baby.
my god.
Dude, it is on like Donkey Kong when you are in the midst of a performance, dude. You got to be locked in and you've got to carry that out, dude. Nothing can derail you from nailing that performance.
Okay, yes, I agree to that point, but I also understand, like, it's Hannah. She's insecure about things. Like, if her dress is starting to come undone, she's gonna be like, that's the first thing you think of, like, oh my god, I'm flashing everyone. Like,
Yeah, I completely understand. I completely understand.
think,
And
but
I'm
I
not knocking on her for trying to make the adjustment. I'm just saying she chose
she recovered,
modesty over commitment, and that's fine, but that was her choice.
but she recovered well. Like, it was like a split second. Like,
She's gone. They're gone just because of that. Because of the lack of commitment,
I
she
can't.
is voted off next week. They might as well just trade her out for Sean Spicer. At least he was committed to standing in one spot.
Shut up. Well, anyway, so I think she got one of the lowest scores for that dance. She got like all 8s or whatever. I don't really know.
Ouch.
Yeah. So then her next dance, she did a tango to some song I don't know by some band I don't know.
Sing it. How did it go? I missed that one. I will admit I missed the second dance. How did the song go?
No, it's
I probably know it. I can probably tell us what it is.
No, you don't. I know you don't. It's
dude, I'm good with music. I have a wide range of music that I love.
I feel like you're messing with me.
No, I'm for real. Like I'm pretty damn knowledgeable with music. And it spans over a long span of time too, for real.
Okay. Do you know the new boy band BTS or whatever? It's that.
Oh, the Korean, the K-pop. Okay,
yeah,
that I am not familiar with at all.
Okay.
I was thinking an older, like music that matters kind of thing.
It was a BTS song, and I was like, I don't know.
All right, yeah, let's just forget I'm sorry I asked. Actually, let's not forget that I asked. I'm sorry I asked.
Wow. No, don't let him forget it that he asked about it. Anyway,
K-pop.
She danced a tango to that, and it was boring to watch. I'm going to be honest. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. But it looked really nice, and it looked like technically like really pretty. And she got all like 3 10s and a 9, so like she drastically like went up. But okay, so that's Hannah's dancing. Here's the real thing. Do we think? Well, okay, so Sean Spicer is gone. Finally, the rest of the dancers that are left, the 5 that are left, have gotten like pretty good scores consistently. Like you have Dawson's Creek, who like gets good scores, is either like at the top or like in the middle, has never really gotten like bad scores. You have the Alley girl, who is probably the best dancer. Like she's constantly getting like 10s and 9s and every like depending different dances. Like she can do all the different styles, but she's been in the bottom twice because she doesn't get the votes. So I think like technically I feel like she should win because she's the best dancer, which is also not fair because she used to be a part of a girl group that dances.
All right, yeah.
So I don't think that's fair, but whatever. But I don't think she's gonna win because she's not getting the votes. Then you have the country singer girl who's like probably like Hannah, like gets some low scores but gets some good scores. You have Kel that gets some low and gets some like kind of middling, and then you have Hannah, who certain dances or knocks it out of the park, and in other dances, anything that has to do with her hips, she's always like really low. So who do you like? So they're all like pretty good dancers. I guess now it really comes down to the vote, like fan votes. and not so much talent again. You know what I mean?
Which is interesting now, because now that Spicer's gone, that's going to free up votes for the other people. So now who are those votes going to go to? You know, maybe they will go to that girl group chick or whatever.
I don't think
Allie, is that her name? Allie?
Yeah. I don't think they'll have the same demographics.
I don't know. Well, then it comes back to where were those votes for Spicer coming from? The last 2 weeks being the conspiracy talk from us as to whether, where are those votes coming from is the big question. And that will determine better where they're going to go, if anywhere. Maybe people those people voting for Spicer, maybe they stop voting now that he's gone. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like maybe some that started just watching the show because of him, they'll probably just stop, or you'll lose those votes. But then you'll probably have people, I feel like it would probably be Dawson Creek's or Kel. No, not Kel. It'd probably be Dawson Creek's, or if they've fallen in love with competitors over, that's just speculating, people actually watch the show and are just voting. Maybe they've fallen in love with Hannah or Lauren or Allie. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, and that big voting block that was keeping Spicer going, safe assumption that it was a conservative block of voters, then really those votes would most likely either shift over to the country singer or Hannah B because of the southern roots there.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
We'll see. I mean, thank God it's not an actual dance competition. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
I mean, God forbid they actually would have judges up there, professional judges who could score. No, they don't.
Well, that's what's okay. We're gonna go into this again. I don't know. That's just what's frustrating is either pick a side, have it all America's votes, or have it just on the actual professional judges that you have had since day one. All three of them have been there. One left for a bit, but all three of them have been there since the beginning of this show. They're actual professional, and you can tell they're very passionate about it. So it's just kind of it doesn't make sense. You can't have it both ways. Pick a side. And obviously people want it to be the judges. I feel it's this type of show that it should be based on what the judges want. People aren't going to be tuning out. Because how many people actually vote? I don't vote. I watch the show and I don't vote. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel they're just trying to please people and not go off the air.
Right. It's that whole, letting the people be included in the process in order to keep the ratings.
But I think that's killing them. I think that's doing more harm because people tuned out when Sean Spicer kept going because they're like, oh, it's all rigged. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to watch the show if the dancing doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, it's either a dance competition and they dance and then the judges are the ones who grade them, or it's a popularity contest and there's no need to dance and they just stand there and people call in and vote for who they like most out of the people.
Yeah.
It needs to be one way or the other. It's not a good recipe, and it's not fair to the contestants who actually worked their asses off for it to be the way it is now. It's just not.
I mean, the show comes from that time when it was American Idol and X Factor, and I don't know. I mean, I think there's still a few shows that still do the America votes or whatever, but a lot of reality shows like that now, The Voice, it's not up. Oh yes, it is. Never mind. Never mind. Exactly. Never mind. I was gonna say The Voice. They don't call it. Yeah, that's the problem. I don't know. I just think
I've never been big into those shows because in my mind, all it is one big karaoke contest.
Exactly.
Now give me a show like that, but the rules are that the people who are auditioning have to use their own original music, then, dude, I would watch that shit. I would be all in for that. But, I mean, it's just a big karaoke contest.
I like watching the karaoke contest.
I don't. Well, I mean,
see, I'm the opposite. I don't want to watch people sing their own songs. I zone out whenever like someone goes on one of those shows and they start singing their own songs because I can't connect to it because I'm like I've never heard this song before. I don't know. I'm not into it. Like I like listening to people like sing covers.
Okay, in my mind, all it is one big karaoke contest in which the winner ends up making a lot of money and making a shitty album of their own music. Yeah. So let's just skip
and then no one buys
this.
it, and then we lose them.
Yeah, it's just terrible. And I mean, are we really gonna pick? Do we go around to karaoke bars in cities picking out our next pop stars and our next musicians? No, we don't. No, anybody can. Okay, and I'm not saying anybody can sing someone else's song good, but anyone can sing something that someone else wrote.
Yes,
anyone can, but not anyone can write their own music, and that's right. My issue with those shows.
Yeah, but a lot of those people don't write their own music. Like a lot of pop stars don't write their own music; they have other people write it for them.
Yeah, and that's all stupid. It's all stupid. I'm such a huge music. I probably love music more than I love film. And I get so just bloody enraged when I talk about and think about the state of music and how just absolutely disgusting it is. And it's just, I mean, yeah, people the most popular music, nobody writes their own music. No one hardly even plays instruments anymore. It's just all crap, man.
Nope,
it's all
crap.
Gotta
find the indie artists. That's what I like.
I just stick with my peeps I remember from the 90s, man. I'm stuck in the 90s.
Well, our girl Hannah's still there. Going back to 90s and No Scrubs and all that. I think that's the 90s, whatever.
Yeah, it was. And Dawson's Creek doing the NSYNC dance and song. I was just like, dude, no.
Well, I guess so. Assuming 2 more episodes, semifinals, and then we'll have the finals. Do you think Hannah will make it to the finals?
Yes, it'll be Hannah and Dawson's Creek will be the final 2, and it'll be
final 3. Pick one more.
Sure final 3. Then I'm gonna. Yeah. I'll go with Kel.
Yeah.
I'll go with Kel, Hannah B, and Dawson's Creek, and it will end up coming down to Dawson's Creek and Hannah B, all based on popularity.
Yeah. Yeah.
I still want to see Hannah B and Dawson's Creek dance together. I want to see them do a dance together, man. That would be cool.
Yeah, maybe. Well, we're going to take a quick break for some promos for other shows that you can listen to here on this network.
Hey everybody, Sean and Wade here to tell you about our new review show following each episode of Disney Plus's The Mandalorian.
Dude, yes! Boba Fett!
Not exactly, Wade. Set in the Star Wars universe, The Mandalorian takes place 5 years after Return of the Jedi and follows a Mandalorian bounty hunter beyond the reaches of the New Republic.
Yeah, Boba Fett.
Did you even watch Return of the Jedi? Never mind. Join us here every week on the Merc with the Movie blog feed. Thank God Kaylin will be here too. I don't think I can handle Wade on my own.
Hey, it's Sarah, and I'd like to tell you about Afterlife. It's a weekly Collider Live after show podcast where Mike, Sean, and I give our takes on Roxy and Dorinda's annex, on Yodi's producing skills, and whatever Cody and Alex are up to in that booth. In addition to having guests, we expand on the crew's discussions and add our own craziness in the mix. You can find the show on Merc with a Movie blog feed on all the podcasting platforms. See you soon!
Hey there, Schmodown fans. This is Josh the Merc Rainer, and I am here to tell you about my show, Talkin' Schmodown. Whether it's Andrew Guy getting hit with a chair, John Roca screaming, "Outlaw!" or the emotional retirement of the Shire Wolves, I talk about it all. So you can catch me right here on Anchor and all the other major podcasting platforms. So, as I ask every episode, are you ready to talk Schmodown? I am.
everybody. Jay Wade
and Kaylin here
to tell you about SEN After Live.
It's an after-show podcast where we expand on the week of craziness on SEN Live, as well as have guests on to join in the fun.
Yep, and we get personal too. We do movie reviews, and at times we go way off the rails, which I guarantee is always Kaylin's fault.
Hey, how rude and not true. So, come join us on the Merc with a Movie Blog feed, and remember to rate, share, and subscribe, and as always, enjoy.
All right, and we're back.
Welcome back.
We're going to wrap up in a minute, but before we wrap up, we're going to talk. I mean, there isn't a lot of Bachelor news right now. I think they either finished or they're about to finish filming Peter's season. So
Sweet
really
puppy dog, Pete. Sweetie
Petey. I don't know. Are you excited for that season? Like, now that we're getting closer and closer, are you excited?
No, overall, no. I'm not excited. There are
I'm
two
excited for
things.
Bachelor to come back.
I'm excited for the show to come back so that we can talk about the disastrous train wrecks again. But no, there are two things that I am looking forward to. And one is just getting to meet these crazy, insane girls and finding out which one is the nuttiest. I'm looking forward to that. And I want to see, they sure as hell better show whatever accident that he had that cut his face open.
Right? Wasn't it on a date?
No, it wasn't. And see, it was, I talked about this on one of the weeks that I covered for you, and I was on my own, and you didn't even go back to listen because I dove into this.
No, I'm sorry.
That's all right, Sarah. No, I did bring this up that week that it happened. How it wasn't none of the women were there. It was like he was there first before they brought the women there, and they were doing. All I know is he was on a golf cart. He had two glasses, and something happened. But like I had brought up, it just doesn't sound right. I mean, I don't know. I mean, what were they doing? Fucking partying or something? I mean, he wasn't on a date.
You think he was drunk?
It's pre-production stuff. That's what I'm wondering. Was he drunk? Was he a passenger? Perhaps he was. I'm thinking he was a passenger on the cart. Because
I heard it wasn't even that bad. Like, I heard, like, people are saying he got, like, 15 stitches, but it was, like, one stitch.
22 is what I read in the story.
Really?
The story I read said 22 stitches. And they flew him 2 hours away because that's where, like, the best plastic surgeon was. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, if it was only one stitch or something, why would they fly him 2 hours away?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, but I mean, it just sounded fishy to me because they weren't actually filming the show. There were no girls there. They weren't on a date. So what were they all do? Like him and the producers hanging out, goofing off, getting drunk. I mean, what was going on? Something just does not sound right to me.
They were probably filming like behind the scenes stuff.
I don't know.
You know what
Something
I mean?
sounds fishy to me.
Okay. Well, only
overall,
2 months.
Yeah, but overall, no, I'm not looking forward to it. But they better show the accident and give us context and what happened because I want to see that. No. But you're right, they probably won't because it wasn't on a date. So.
The one girl in Colton season. Oh, you didn't watch Colton season. The one girl in Colton season, she fell like off a rock and like scratched her face, and they never brought it up. Like, there's one scene where she's fine, and the next scene she has this huge ass bandage on her face, and they never brought it up in the episode. And people were like, "What the hell?" Like, yeah. So then she tweeted about it, and she was like, "So I slipped on some rocks because I was trying to be cute and take pictures on these rocks, and I had to go to the ER, and they stitched me up. She got like stitches in her face and everything, and they never brought it up on the show."
Well, but did it get out to the public before the episodes aired that there was an accident?
No. Yeah, so maybe they will bring it up.
I mean, that was big news, so maybe that will be the difference, is because it got out there and it was big news that there was an accident while filming.
Yeah.
Maybe for that reason they'll put it in there. But yeah, that surprises me. They just tried to pass over that girl and and not try to explain anything.
Yeah, it was weird. So real fast, they had the People Choice Awards, which I have no idea what that is, and I don't really care about it.
Hold on, Sarah.
Uh-oh.
People's Choice Awards. Awards that the people choose who wins. People's Choice Awards. You know?
Clear that up. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry about that.
Did you know what it was? Like, have you ever watched the People's Choice Awards? Or been invested?
Maybe. I've never been invested. Maybe I watched once when I was younger. But, I mean, yeah, People's Choice have been around since I was a teenager. So.
Well.
Yeah.
It was anyway. So, Hannah was nominated for Best Reality Star Contestant, something like that. Which
at least they put contestant in there and not actress.
Yeah. Well, so what I noticed is that they do everyone together. Like all their categories are like best drama actor, and it's boys and girls, or best, which is fine. But I was like, okay, that's weird. And Hannah was up against Colton, the Bachelor from last season, and Tyler Cameron. Which is weird. And she won. Not surprised.
No,
yeah,
not surprised at all.
Surprised at all. I didn't watch it. I should have watched like her acceptance speech, but I didn't.
All I know is she ended it with "Roll Tide."
Did she? Of course.
Yeah. Yeah, they said, I was reading something, and they said she started it with this line, but I can't remember what it was, and then ended it with "Roll Tide."
Oh my gosh. I mean, I don't so like when I watch these shows, like I look at the outfits, like I'll just be like, oh, what are they wearing? I did not understand what she was wearing. It was like this weird like pantsuit thing, but she was like cut out the stomach and then the top, and then the top was connected to her throat. It was weird. I don't even think it was I don't know if it was a jumpsuit. But I love you, Hannah, but I was very confused. I was like,
that's crazy.
But she won, and I think that was the only thing The Bachelor won. And yeah,
I can't believe I can't believe they even nominate anything from that kind of stuff. I don't know. Whatever.
Well, okay. So as a person that like I love movies and I love TV, and I get very like whatever about like I love the Oscars and like Golden Globes, I guess, whatever. But I get really pretentious when it comes to like award shows and stuff like that. So the fact that they're nominating, like, I was looking at their categories and it's like best drama movie, and it's like Hobbs and Shaw against Rocket Man. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, who's voting? It's so random. It's so.
Oh wow.
Hold on. I gotta find it. Like, some of them were just ridiculous.
That just sounds terrible. I mean, just absolutely terrible. How do you put Rocket Man up against Hobbs and Shaw? Like, how does that work? I don't understand.
That's not true, but I just picked that to be
example. Sarah.
Okay, so it was like
Roxy on us.
Pulled her Roxy on us. It was okay. So it's like best movies was Avengers Endgames, Hobbs and Shaw, Us, Captain Marvel, Toy Story 4, like all these random movies.
Right.
And then it has like best social media star, best competition contestant, best reality show, and I'm like, okay. Oh, we have best movie overall, and then best dramatic movie. And here we go. Best dramatic movie. It's Triple Frontier, 5 Feet Apart, Us, Rocket Man, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Like, what?
Us is a dramatic movie?
Apparently.
Wow.
But most inspiring Asian woman.
It's a category?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Movie actress. Just movie actress. This is beauty influencer, movie actor. Like, it's just so random.
Oh my gosh.
Male TV
I'm glad
star.
I tuned out of this shit. I think I only watched it once when I was a teenager, man. I'm
Okay, so
glad I tuned out.
Here's the best part. We have male TV star. So you have Cole Sprouse, who I love, from Riverdale, up against Kit Harington from Game of Thrones. Completely different acting. Like,
Oh my gosh.
and Cole Sprouse won.
What? Holy crap.
Like, people from Riverdale are winning over Stranger Things, This Is Us, Big Bang Theory, Game of Thrones. Like, it's so funny.
Wow.
Social media celebrity, Ellen won that one. Binge-worthy show. It's just so random.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
Cole
this
Sprouse
is-
won Best Drama Movie Star over Brad
Who?
Pitt.
Who did?
Cole Sprouse again for 5 Feet Apart, that movie where he has something and some kind of disease and has to stay 5 feet apart from the girl he loves. He beat out Brad Pitt from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh my gosh, Brad Pitt was amazing in that
And
movie.
Leo. He was in the same
What?
category as Leo and Brad Pitt and beat him.
Oh my gosh, Leo was amazing in that movie too.
Okay, well, I gotta go stop this rabbit hole. But
Yeah.
this is
Oh,
the
wow.
society we live in. But if you like those movies, listeners, no offense. Good on
Yeah.
ya. Good
Yeah,
on ya.
cool.
Hannah won. I don't know if any other Bachelor. I mean, I don't pay attention, obviously, so I don't really care. But I don't know if any other Bachelorette contestants have won and or been nominated. I mean, I guess I would have to be nominated because Colton was nominated. He was the Bachelor. So,
True.
I don't know. But, whatever. So, we really have no Bachelor news, guys. Like,
Yeah, nothing going on in the Bachelor world.
dry time. But with that being said, we'll be back next week talking more about Dancing with the Stars. Hopefully only 2 more weeks. They probably will drag it out because that's what ABC loves to do. In the meantime, Jay Wade, where can the people follow you, find you, whatever?
Yes, as we determined last week, please do not follow me. I don't, I'm not into the stalker thing. But if you would like to, well, wait a minute. I just said that backwards. Yes, follow me. I'm sorry. Follow me on the Twitter.
Follow.
Don't find me in real
Find
life is what I
And
meant to
follow
say.
him.
Yes, don't find me in real life, but you can follow me. This is such a disaster. You can follow me on the Twitter at jwade1134. That is the letter J, WADE 1134.
And you can follow me as I pull up my Twitter because I don't ever remember what it is. You can follow me on Twitter at SCBock, so SSEABOCK, and you can find this show on the Merc Movie Blog feed on podcast. Wow, this is great. On Anchor, Apple Podcasts, really anywhere that you find podcasts. And you can also find these episodes on the Merc Movie Blog on the YouTube channel as well.
And you can also follow Merc with the Movie Blog at MovieBlogMerc on the Twitter.
Yes, thank you so much for that.
You are very welcome.
Well, okay, so it's time to get out of here before I mess up even more. Okay, bye guys. See you next week. Bye.